Coming to you guys live from Mount Hood in Oregon. Just wanted to come on, talk to you guys about snowboarding, catch up, see how everyone's doing. If you guys have any questions, definitely hit me up in the chat. And yeah, just been up here snowboarding on Mount Hood with the High Cascade Snowboard Camp. Today was the last day of session 1, so it was like an incredible week. Sun's been out the whole time. It was a little bit cloudy actually the first couple days. The first day we had some cloud and rain, but the rest of it has been just incredible weather. Summer snowboarding, you can't beat it. It's so much fun. But yeah, starting to chat a bit late. Sorry about that. But yeah, on here for the next hour to talk to you guys and just hang out, answer questions. We got Bad Riders in the chat. We got Chuck Van saying that he was quoting Star Wars. Or is it Smash Mouth? Yeah, Bad Riders. What's up, everyone? We got Swanee Brews in the chat. This is like an all Australian chat so far. Robert Fowler, good morning. Luke Hayes. Justin Visey, what's up, Justin? Bad Rider saying we need a video on what a day in camp is like. All right, let's do it. I think now that I'm kind of been immersed in camp for the last week, I think I'll be able to cover everything in a video. That should be super fun. It was all Australians in the chat before Justin joined. Awesome, guys. Yeah, if you guys ever get the chance, come on out here. Luke Hayes has been out here. Who else has been out here in the chat? Guess that's a bit about it. But yeah, Luke, you were out here last season, man. But yeah, it's been super fun. Today was an exceptional day. Everyone, last day, just having a mellow day up in the mountain, getting some tricks going, cruising. So that was super fun. I feel like Thursday was the biggest day of the week. Everyone was everything was starting to click, feeling comfortable with the park and the features, and people were really throwing down. So that was super fun yesterday. And unfortunately, some people are heading back tomorrow. Tomorrow is fly out day, travel day again. Swanee Brews saying smash the like button. Thanks, brother. Yeah, how's the snowboarding been looking down in Australia? Has everything opened up properly? Is it still opening? We got Zach Dingle watching from the UK. Luke saying, how is camp going at High Cascade? Is it what you expected? Definitely, yeah. I mean, I've been around the camp a few times before, so I kind of know the flow of everything and how it goes. And yeah, it's been super good. I mean, I think at the beginning of camp, the weather was a little bit colder, but once everyone got in that routine of coming up here, getting into the park, the sun came out, and yeah, it was just on. So everyone started working on their tricks, working on features, getting more comfortable with the riding. And yeah, afterwards too, there's we've been hanging out, doing yesterday they organized a kickball. We've done a few other events and things. And so after just some time hanging out, you start to feel yeah, you and the rest of the campers are just becoming all good friends. So it's been super fun, just hanging out with the campers, having meals with them, doing activities, and then coming up to snowboard. So just really good vibes. Everyone's being positive. Everyone's is just so stoked to be out here. And yeah, I mean, camp is flowing super well. I think next week too will be just as good. And yeah, I think there's still lots of snow up in the mountains, so it should be great for the next few weeks. Drade is saying Australia snow season has already started. Oh, sick. And Swanee's saying slow start to the season, but there's been snow dropping for about a week following this large cold snap. It's looking good at the moment. Oh, nice. I mean, for you guys down in Australia, you guys don't get too many cold snaps. Like, I guess you do at elevation down in the snowfields. But yeah, I hope it cools off down there. Not too many people know how good the snowboarding is in Australia. It's definitely like a hidden thing, like how good the snow is. Bad Rider says, Kevin, you broke my yesterday. Hearts, you mean? Broke my heart. Talking about an NZ trip when you're meant to be coming to Falls. Oh yeah, I'll talk to you, man. I'll send you a message tonight about snowboard plans. I haven't booked anything. Nothing's been booked. Man, Australia is friggin' the spot too. Both Australia, New Zealand, love both those spots. I'll message you tonight, Adam. We got the Vanilla Oat on the chat. Says, you guys ever do meetups? Yeah, they tend to happen from time to time. Where are you located, Vanilla Oat? I mean, most of the meetups usually happen just like on the mountain. So like today, up ride, just like met up with like tons of people from kind of like the Portland area or down from Seattle. So that's typically like the easiest way to meet up is like someplace on the mountain. But yeah, we could possibly do a meetup. But yeah, where are you at? Bad Rider saying we've had a few storm systems blow through down here. It's been good to watch the snow reports build up and lifts open. Amazing. Shred 1904 saying he's missing snowboarding. We got Yannick in the chat. Yeah, Perisher is starting to open shortly. Oh, or Perisher did open. Bad Rider says, Kevin, you guys start coming here in July. Isn't July too early? More like August. I want to come for your spring. Oh, Jaden's got a super good question. What's the greatest of all time snack to take with you boarding? I know the answer because I had it today. So I think the best snack, and yeah, big shout out to the kitchen crew down at the adult camp. So today for lunch I had a sandwich that had so I'm vegan. I don't eat meat, but they had this like vegan like deli slices. So put some of that on there. Some vegan sliced cheese. You can do the regular stuff if you like. Lettuce, tomato, mustard. So like that sandwich with a bag of Lay's, like just like the original Lay's potato chips. That to me is like, it's the best lunch. So a sandwich with Lay's. Oh, Vanilla Oats watching from Ohio. Well, if you ever make it out west, Vanilla Oat, yeah, it'd be awesome to meet up maybe out here at Hood or at a different resort. Yeah, let's just keep in touch. Vanilla Oat says, got my Epic Pass for Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Michigan for this coming season. Oh, sick. Well, with the Epic Pass, it also gets you out to some of the resorts out west. So maybe you'll be out west and we can get some laps. Oh, my sunscreen is melting into my eyes. Whew. Oh. Chuck Van says Perisher is open. Awesome. Swanee Brew saying August is usually the go. 1 second. I just gotta wipe all the sunscreen out of my eyes. Whew. I was like, up on the mountain you can put sunscreen on, but because it's cold enough up there, it doesn't start like coming down. And now that I'm just chilling in the sun, some of my sunscreen's coming down into my eyes here. Nathan says, heading to Queenstown in a few weeks. Did you ride Remarkables or Cardrona? And what do you think of Queenstown? Love the content, dude. Yeah, I mean, my favorite place to do it when I go to New Zealand, my favorite thing is to stay in Wanaka. And I like Cardrona because Cardrona has like an incredible park. But I've heard really good things about the Remarkables too. I know Remarkables is like closer to Queenstown, so yeah, the Remarkables is pretty sweet as well. And yeah, I mean, for me, Queenstown is a really cool town. I prefer Wanaka because it's just got a bit more of a chill vibe to it. There's a bit more like touristy stuff going on in Queenstown, but I mean, either one, it's like super fun just to be down south in New Zealand there. Chuck Vance says, if you want spring, come late August / early December. All right, sweet. All right, I'm gonna message Bad Riders later and maybe figure out some kind of what the plans are. Swanee Brews saying hit the like button. Thanks, Swanee. But yeah, guys. But the park up here has been incredible. They have a couple small parks and like a larger sort of pro style park and a big public line. So all three or four. How many parks are there? There's kind of like 1, 2, 3. Like there's kind of like 4 park sections, and so you got like a good variety of features, jumps, tubes, boxes to get into. And up today, I spent my morning like doing some jumps in the park, and then ended up meeting up with one of the campers, and with Star, and we just like went up. We sessioned a box, and she had like never done a board slide before, so we just like worked on board slides. And yeah, she actually got front and back board slides down, so that was really cool. And then towards the end of the day, on the ride out, she had never like learned switch, so we just like rode switch the whole way. And so it was some good progression with Star. So got some videos coming for you guys from up here at Mount Hood as well. Justin Visey saying, Kevin, maybe you'll put the new free ride board to use down south if you make it down. Absolutely, Justin. Yeah, looking forward to checking out that board, man. Bad Rider says, what's Kevin been working on while at Hood? Yeah, just trying to get like all the different park tricks back. So yesterday I was working on a back board slide to 270 out. I actually got one down, so I was super stoked to get that. And today, on some of the easier features, I was working on my front boards. So I think the goal is to maybe get some front boards onto like a down tube, or possibly take it to some more advanced rails. But with all like the POW and stuff of riding this past season, it's going to be good to actually spend some time in the park in these good conditions. Yeah, what are some of your guys' goals for this season? What else have I been working on? I think too, the other thing I'm just working on up here at Hood is just like riding with some campers and coaching them along and just like getting some progression going. So those are like the big goals. Bad Riders dropping some tacos and some emojis in the chat. Thanks, Adam. Swanee Brew saying, switch progression for me. Oh yeah, switch is like such a good thing to learn. Like the more time you can spend riding switch, like it just unlocks so many different things. Yeah, if you can learn to ride switch like, really well, then you can start doing, 180s start to come easier, doing board slides to switch out, and even just like riding around the mountain. If you need to traverse somewhere, a lot of times it's easier to do it on your toes, switch, than it is the normal way on your heels. So just like spending like tons and tons of time riding switch is just like overall, even that like challenge of riding switch then translate into your like normal way of riding also. Luke K is saying, I'm with Swanee, switch this year. Absolutely. Just anytime you're running into like those easy parts of the mountain, just do them switch. Justin Visey says, goals for the season, not get hurt. I feel like you don't recover as fast once you get past 30. I mean, yeah, you got to stay safe out there, stay injury free. Yeah, so what are some other goals that you guys have for the season? Jaden says, better my switch and hit some boxes. As I still live in the UK, I only get to board 1 week a year, so progression is hard. Nice, man. Yeah, nice, Jaden. Yeah, get that switch going for sure. Bad Rider saying, I'm not in control. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta, for the control, just like go at the pace you're comfortable with and just push it as you feel like you're getting more and more comfortable. But yeah, just take your time with it. Focus on just doing one turn at a time. Patience is super important with switch, and also like getting in that rhythm. So like, even if you can like count in your head to 3 and kind of like pace those turns, that could really help with your switch riding. Justin says, switch works provided you ride twins. I tend to stick with a super directional board, and switch is a pain on those types of boards. For sure it can be, yeah. You can set up like a directional board like more twin, but yeah, it's definitely the easiest on like a true twin snowboard. Bad Riders saying jumps. Yeah, Bad Riders, yeah, get on those jumps. Just lots of time, lots of repetition through the jumps, and your progression will be crazy. Justin saying, have you ever been to Big Sky or Bridgerable in Montana? They're both amazing mountains. I haven't been to either, but yeah, it's definitely one of the places I want to go is Montana for some snowboarding. I've heard like, yeah, such great things about Montana. Doug says, goals, I'm 50, so getting some flexibility back this off season so I can try to keep up with my 18-year-old old super pipe riding son next season. Awesome, Doug. Yeah, some good goals. Yeah, staying like, stretching, having like a good mobility routine, just being active, all those things like help in snowboarding, definitely. I think if you have that goal too, and like snowboarding is coming up, it gives you that extra push to do all those things, to like do some exercises or some mobility work or stretches or whatever you're doing, because it really prepares you for once that snowboard trip comes along. Chuck Fan saying, specifically want to work on speed into side hits, small airs. I always end up going smaller than I think it will be. Yeah, nice, Chuck. I mean, that comes with repetition too. Just like hitting the same few side hits. You hit maybe you go through once and kind of take them small. Then the next time go into them with a bit more speed. And each time you roll through that side hit routine, you just go bigger and bigger. And you do that with the more comfortable you feel too. And just getting comfortable with speed. So just riding with speed, doing those quick turns to control yourself, and then picking it up again. Yeah, speed is a big thing with side hits and the repetition as well. Bad riders can't go switch with a swallowtail. Prove me wrong. You can definitely ride switch with a swallowtail. Justin says, I've heard Big Sky gets crazy cold. Yeah, Montana I think does. I think the cold in Montana is next level. SSTK says, I haven't used Super DOA even once after I bought them after 3 years. Is it fine to use them? Definitely, yeah. If you bought a brand new Super DOA, yeah, it should be still good. Absolutely. Bad Rider saying big classic SBC crew. Jaden says, what time of year is best to visit Mount Hood? It's next on my hit list. To be honest though, like Timberline Resort is probably best. For me, I think it's the best either in the spring, so like the month of May, or like right now, end of June. If you come in the winter, I think the best place at Mount Hood, there's another resort. There's another resort on the side called Mount Hood Meadows, and I think through the winter, that's the resort to hit. So Mount Hood Meadows in the winter, and then Timberline in the spring and summer. Orlando says, have you heard of the knees over toes guy? Do you think it helps to keep the knees strong? I've heard some of that knees over toes stuff. I don't know really enough about it, but I know that, you know, doing things like that, like just practicing your squat, practicing your mobility is super important. So I'm sure he's onto something. Oh. All right, guys. I think I might have to call the live chat short. My like sunscreen is running into my eyes and it's like stinging. I need to get some like tissue or something and wipe it out. This is super embarrassing, but I just have sunscreen rolling into my eyes and I can't see. Let's do one more question. All right, let's see if I can see one more question here. Justin says, I live in North Dakota. It's about the same temperature as Montana. Oh, sorry guys. I just got the sunscreen in my eye. Whew. All right. Sorry guys, I might have to cut the live chat short. Yeah, my eyes are just filling up with sunscreen, and but yeah, thanks for hopping on here. I'll talk to you guys again next Friday, and I'll make sure to bring some tissue so that I can wipe the sunscreen out of my eyes. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good time out there. Everyone down south, hope you're getting some good snow, and I'll catch you guys around next Friday. But yeah, everyone have a good weekend. Talk to you again soon. Later, guys.